The moment my sister, Vivian, glided down my wedding aisle in a floor-length sequined white gown, a beatific smile plastered on her face, I knew the war had begun. She moved like a queen processing to her coronation, drinking in the confused gasps of our guests. This wasn't a mistake. It was a declaration. My name is Elara, and for my entire life, I have lived in the dazzling, demanding shadow of Vivian. Every milestone of mine was a stage for her performance. My college acceptance, she landed a modeling contract. My engagement, she suddenly had a secret whirlwind romance. She was a vortex of drama, and my family, especially my mother, fed it with their unwavering applause. I wanted a simple, elegant beach wedding. Vivian called it tragically bland. Then came her demand, delivered with the gravity of a royal decree. She wanted to walk down the aisle alone, before the bridal party. To set the tone, she said, her eyes wide with faux innocence. Vivian, that's not a thing. The maid of honor walks with the bridesmaids, I said, trying to keep my voice calm. You're being so traditional, she pouted. I'm your only sister. People expect to see me. It's basically my wedding, too. My stomach churned. My mother, of course, mediated. Elara, darling, just let her have her moment. You'll still be the bride. That phrase, her moment, was the key that unlocked my cold, clear resolve. This wasn't about sharing my day. It was about a hostile takeover. So I stopped fighting. I looked at my fiancé, Leo, who had endured years of Vivian's sparkle, and saw the same steely understanding in his eyes. We hatched a plan. It wasn't about confrontation. It was about consequence. Okay, Viv, I said, sweetness dripping from my voice. You're right. You should feel special. Have your aisle moment. Her triumph was instantaneous, radiant. I promise I won't upstage you, she lied effortlessly. I smiled back. I know you won't. The day of the wedding, Vivian arrived like a bride. Her dress was a shade too white, too fitted, too bedazzled. She'd even copied the intricate braided updo I'd chosen. From behind the floral arch, I watched her, my heart not pounding with anxiety, but the quiet thrill of a trap about to spring. We had made one crucial adjustment to the wedding vendor list, a second videographer. His sole confidential assignment was Vivian. Every pivot, every pout, every calculated wave to the crowd was to be captured in high-definition, cinema-grade detail. As the string quartet began, Vivian made her entrance. Alone. She floated down the sandy aisle, blowing kisses, pausing for dramatic effect. The guests were stunned into a befuddled silence, punctuated by a few awkward claps. Then the music swelled into my processional. I stepped out. My gown was not white. It was a breathtaking, custom-made blush silk, ethereal and utterly unique. The contrast was immediate and devastating. Vivian's dress suddenly looked cheap, garish, like a costume. A ripple of understanding went through the crowd. An aunt whispered, audibly, "Why is the maid of honor in white?" But the true masterpiece of the plan was still to come. The reception was in full swing when Leo took the microphone. "Thank you all for celebrating with us," he said, his arm around me. "Before we cut the cake, we have a little highlight reel we'd like to share." The lights dimmed. The large screen behind us flickered to life. What played was not a romantic montage of Leo and me. It was the Vivian show. Set to ironically dramatic music, the video showcased her solo strut down the aisle in slow motion, her theatrical hair flips, her moments of deliberately stepping in front of the actual bridal party for the photographer, her smug, sidelong glances at the guests. It was edited with the precision of a true crime documentary, exposing every calculated move. The room descended into a dead, echoing silence, then erupted into waves of stifled laughter and shocked murmurs. "She really thought she was the main event," a friend from college said, not bothering to lower her voice. Vivian's face, painted in perfect makeup, disintegrated. The color drained, replaced by a blotchy, horrified red. She stared at me from across the room, her eyes wide with betrayal and dawning comprehension. She had wanted the spotlight. Now it was burning her to a crisp. She fled the reception in a blur of sequins and tears, my mother scrambling after her. The rest of the night was, finally, perfectly about Leo and me. It was bliss. The fallout was a nuclear winter of social media tantrums. Vivian painted herself as the victim of a jealous, manipulative sister. But the digital court of public opinion had seen the evidence. Guests defended me. The videographer's expertly cut 60-second wedding crasher teaser went semi-viral on social media. The comment sections a festival of schadenfreude. My mother demanded I apologize. I sent her the video link. The text stopped. Months later, pregnant and peaceful, I was at my intimate baby shower when the door opened. There stood Vivian, in a shockingly tight baby pink dress, holding her phone aloft on a live stream. "Hi everyone, supporting my sis," she chirped to her followers. Before I could speak, Leo was there, a wall of calm authority. "Turn it off, Vivian. You weren't invited." "I'm family," she sputtered, the camera wavering. "Are you?" Leo asked, then looked to me. "Elara?" This was the final line, the uncrossable boundary. "No," I said, my voice clear in the quiet room. "Not today." I saw it then, not just hurt, but a flicker of genuine shock that her performance had no audience here. The mask finally slipped, revealing something small and lost underneath. She lowered the phone, placed her gift on a table, and left without another word. The silence she left behind was the most beautiful sound I'd ever heard. It wasn't the silence of her dramatic exits, but the silence of a door firmly, finally closed. Vivian isn't the villain of my story anymore. She's just a character who wrote herself out of the script. I learned that the most satisfying revenge isn't a shout of victory. It's the profound, peaceful quiet that comes after you stop giving someone the power to disrupt your world. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself and for them is to let their drama play to an empty house.